We, you are alone. You were born alone. Even if you are a twin, you are alone. This is a very hard truth. Though I am alone, I am a highly social animal. As human beings, we long for connection. Science tells us that in our evolutionary past, for hundreds of thousands of years, we have lived in groups of 100 to 150 people. These tribes were the kind of organizations in which we lived for the longest period of time. Civilizations, this is what science tells us, started only 10,000 years ago. We long for connection. Without people by your side, in a tribe, it meant certain death. The most serious punishment in a tribe isn't capital punishment, is not death, it's elimination from the tribe. We might have progressed scientifically, technologically, and through various means, but our inner biology, it still seeks that intimate social connection. We try to fill it up. We tried in various ways. With pair bonding and people living in family structures, with civilization, you see a continuous decay of the social component. You see that real connection becoming more and more unreal. One of the biggest blow to our abilities to form any meaningful connection happened with the breakdown of families. With the breakdown of families, the new families that were created were just pair bonds and their children. These pair bonds and children came to be called as nuclear families, and those unbroken families were called joint families. Since today's youth and children have had no exposure to a range of relationships, I mean blood relationships, like those that would exist in a joint family. I don't mean to say that they can't identify who their uncle is, but living with one, living with 40 people, 50, 60 people is something different. Of late, the nuclear family unit is also breaking up. And people come together in pairs for the sake of pleasure. And then they live as individuals. People are lonely. You are alone. Your quest is alone. If you have money, for the material comforts that money can buy, people flock around you. If you have nothing, you have none. But to realize that you have none, you should lose everything. Even those of you who think you have nothing still have a lot with you. For self realization to happen, you need a rebirth, which means there is death and birth. The clearer your experience of death and birth is, the more vivid your experience of realization would be. The closer you are to realization. Don't live in the hopes of having this person or that person by your side All people who tell you that they will stand by your side forever are liars. This realization happened to a great sage who was once a thief. As a thief, you must know this story. He used to chop off people's heads and rob them. Once he was asked to check with his family, his wife and children. Since he was doing it all to take care of them, if they would take a share of his sins. And when they denied, he went into deep contemplation and penance. That's how he came to be known as Valmiki. He, he who composed Yoga Vasishta, Ramayana, such beautiful scriptures. His realization also started when he faced the fact that he was alone. You are alone in your journey. I am alone. The only person who can ever show compassion to you truly is your guide. And what anybody else shows, it's not compassion. Probably they empathize with you, try to help you, but still you are alone. Your journey is yours only. For survival, you cannot survive as individuals. You always need a tribe. It is essential for progeny and the survival of your race. But your internal journey is personal. The best thing that could happen is the people around you also wish to undertake internal journeys similar to the ones that you wish to take. I wish you luck and myself luck too. But luck itself, I don't understand. I'm trying to be compassionate, or for the lack of better words in English, I just mean that I wish well. But what's well again? In an absolute sense, if you hear this and if you are meant to understand, you will.